So as you say, some of the issues there in terms of, this is your practice swing. No, it's not, unfortunately. But the practice swing you had before was kind of just I'm going to make a move because, well, I should make a practice swing. Yeah. It was kind of like I take the club back and then stop, recoil back down, and then sort of put the club back into position. So you weren't really emphasising the body twisting through the ball. It's more just and just stop. Okay, so try to get a practice swing or a drill. It's here now, so not a long backswing, just swinging through. So you're engaging that right side to twist through and get more movement through the golf ball. Again, nice and relaxed. They're going back and then swishing through. So you actually practice what you want your body to do.
Yeah.
That is what a practice swing is for, not just, well, because he does, I'm going to do one myself, and then sort of just make some sort of like movement just to make the best of it, and that'll do sort of thing, okay? So in terms of the swing before, when you weren't having a backswing, okay, or the through swing, backswing again was great. As you came back down now, quite a lot of drop here now as you come into it, the head just dropping, swiping your arms into your body, and that lower half now just static and completely not really moving at all. Club trying to pull left, because again, if your body's not twisting through the arms and trying to yank to get round where they want to go, it's not going to be an effective way. And what will happen is if you did that 20 times in 10 minutes, you probably find after about shot 3 or 4 you hit the ball well, because you found what compensation you've got to do, and then you hit loads in a row. I said great, but then that memory's going to last 2 or 3 minutes. Then when you do the range the next day about the golf course, what was that feeling again? Where's that ball gone? Kind of thing. It's got to be more practice in terms of the movement. Okay, so when you had a better movement, you went to that sort of practice, the body moving through more, got yourself set up. Again, same good backswing to the top of the backswing here now as we're coming through. Lovely strike of the ball and a twist through, and then the right side now is starting to move up a bit more. When you go to a bit more, it's just a little bit of a lift there as you're coming through, but certainly more that and that twist through the golf ball. Okay, and this club now is a little bit higher. It's not yanked so far around here with your left arm and stuff. A much more fluid movement as you're hitting the golf ball there. And again, lovely strike. Slightly pulled, but the strike was very, very good. And so those last 2 drivers were very good indeed. What I would suggest, though, in terms of your practice, maybe 4 clubs, a combination of one of your wedges, one of your short irons, one of your mid irons, one of your long irons / hybrids, and one of your woods. So 4 clubs, and then try to go to them as best you can and sort of changing maybe 4 or 5 shots per club. And then the last 10, 12 golf balls, whatever, you play that game where you change club when you hit a good shot, and be realistic with yourself. If it's a reasonably good shot, then don't sort of punish it. Oh, it's not on the target 10 foot from the flag. If it's a good strike and you just pulled it 10 yards left, or you pushed it to the right, or not quite the best strike, if it's kind of within what I sort of say 85% of where the target was, so if you're dead centre on the spot, 100% is perfect, okay? If you're 10 or 15 yards left or short or right, if you topped it over there, then that's a bad shot. So how do they go again with that club?
Typically, it's still be in play if you're playing.
Exactly. Have you got a next shot to the flag where your ball's just gone to, okay? Rather than sort of dribble off to the side there or just topped in front of you. But if you do hit a bad shot and therefore you're not changing club, don't just stay on the mat, drag a ball in within 30 and go ba-doing and hit it. Then you're hitting a good shot then with the sort of feeling of just reacting rather than stepping off the mat, going to that pre-shot routine. And what it potentially would be good if we could do this, if, say, for example, you're hitting an 8 iron to that black and white stick on the right-hand side, so sort of somewhere down there, if you sort of scut one over here, don't drag a ball in, hit it again, step off the mat, okay, bring another ball in, wherever it may be, and then go in a different direction. Completely change the shot. So you're not able to then react to the bad shot you just hit. You're still keeping the same club. We're not changing clubs, but we are changing sort of the emphasis on, okay, so then you've got to hit a good shot that's the first one, rather than sort of, okay, well, if you keep doing the same swing over and over again, you'll eventually find a good shot. The old sort of like a blind squirrel finds a nut. If you keep doing the same swing, eventually human nature will get a bit lower, a bit higher, a bit further. You'll find centre. And that's where people practice in such a way they actually get worse, because the memories they create only last for a short space of time. So they come off the range being sort of full of beans. Expectations are through the roof on Saturday morning. Going to play, hey, boys, I had 3 sessions on the range this week. I hit the ball so good. I'm going to, let's double the odds this week, boys. £5 a hole. Come on, exactly. And then you get on the first tee, you're rushing there, your shoes are still undone, you had a race to the thing because there's traffic in the way or whatever. You get that first tee, doing in the trees right, and you go, what the heck is going on? And then you start trying to play compensation golf, left, right. By hole 6, you're like, oh, bugger. And it's just downhill from then. But hole sort of 12, 13, 14, you're so far behind, you go, oh, well, don't care now. Play the last 6 holes really, really well. And you go, why did I do that in the first place? Because that's kind of what happens to most people's golf, So if we can change the practice up, make your practice hard, makes your playing easy. or easier. I shouldn't say easy because golf's not easier by any stretch of imagination,
No.
but easier.
Yeah.
Okay. And again, I think just that little thing with the putting before you go and hit the goal balls on the golf course when you play, putt to a tee peg.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Make your target smaller.
Yeah.
If your target suddenly becomes a tee peg, the hole that's sort of just a bit bigger than that will suddenly seem a lot bigger now in comparison to a tee peg. Because if you can hit a tee peg from 3 foot or 5 foot or 8 foot or 10, anything, when you're on the first green, you've got to putt to a hole. Oh, bloody, it's massive. I look as big as those buckets over there.
Yeah.
Perception-wise, the hole hasn't changed size, but what your brain's seeing, and we said perception is reality. Exactly. Some days it's the size of a thumbnail, and some days it's a dustbin lid. So, exactly. Okay, makes sense.
Okay, that's
excellent. Good stuff.